Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Ritchie from Boston. Today's the 8th. It's May. It's 2025. And this video is probably going to get the channel taken down, but it doesn't matter. I have to post this because this is something that I've been speculating, postulating, and wondering about for years. And I finally found these studies from Johns Hopkins that completely and utterly backs it up. And now everything makes perfect sense. And again, I'm not even exaggerating. There's a phenomenal chance they're going to take the channel down, but it is what it is. I've never shied away from this. I've never worried about being monetized because they never let me be monetized, so it doesn't matter. I'm putting it out there because it's important, man. A lot of people are being misled, and the facts are the facts. Not once, but twice. I am going to completely and utterly back up what I've been guessing, and I'm so glad that I found this because it clarifies so very many things. So check this out. It's been 580 days since this war started. For the last 580 days, people have basically been distracted from every single solitary angle from what's happening in Gaza. This is this is just genocide. They're wiping out an entire race. And I was really wondering why. Why are they just specifically targeting this entire race of people, and why is it being allowed to occur? It doesn't stop. It doesn't end. Nobody seems to be paying attention. We've even got the people that are not even awake protesting these guys out here, and they don't even really know why. They don't know the reason. But this is insane how far this has gone. And every day the atrocities just keep coming out. Meanwhile, the distractions from every single solitary angle keep coming out. India and Pakistan are going at it right now, and guess who's in the background? Guess who's supplying them with hardware? If it's not us, it's the little hat guys. You see what I'm saying? It appears everybody's bored with this, yet this goes on. 580 days. And I posted this video back at the very beginning, which was made by people that actually live in the area and people that are ex-IDF soldiers. They explain the entire thing. This is simply another in a long line of make-believe narratives that they were attacked and now they have to respond with any means necessary. The video I was talking about is this one right here. It's called The Truth About Hamas, and it's made by people that actually live there. That these are the same people that are trying to ring the bell just like we did after the Twin Towers went down. You see what I'm saying?
False symmetry between the democratically elected leaders of Israel and the terrorist chieftains. That's like saying after 9/11, well, I'm issuing arrest warrants for George Bush, but also for bin Laden. Or after in World War II, well, I'm issuing arrest warrants for FDR, but also for Hitler. It's a hit job. It's not serious. He's out to defame Israel, and he's also pouring gasoline on the fires of anti-Semitism that are spreading around the world because he is attacking the one and only Jewish state and trying to handcuff us, preventing us from exercising responsibly through the laws of war as we obey them and we are subordinate to them. He's saying we're not. He's creating false symmetry, false facts, and he's doing a grave injustice to the international court.
So poor Netanyahu, he's being treated in an anti-Semitic way. He's following all the rules of warfare. I mean, the UN can barely get in there. There's no aid being given to these people whatsoever at all while they're wiping them off the map. Well, here's something strange. This is just really weird. But I found these studies from Johns Hopkins. Let's take a look at them. It turns out that there was a study by Oxford done several years ago, back in 2013, and nobody really noticed it. But it's talking about the evidence for the Jewish genome is lacking in the Israeli people. It's lacking, meaning they are not the Jews. Just exactly like we thought. According to this study, and a geneticist at Johns Hopkins, Aaron Elhike, in a recently published study in Genome Biology Evolution, Elhike 2012, he is calling for a rewrite of the commonly held assumptions about Jewish ancestry. Instead of being primarily the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel, present-day Jewish populations are, finds Elkrain, primarily the children of a Turkish people who lived in what is now Russia, north of Georgia, and east of Ukraine. The civilizations, the Khazars, converted from a tribal religion to Judaism between the 7th and 9th centuries. And let me remind you, so many people speak so well, so eloquently, they can lie to you perfectly, but the sound of their voice or the way they construct sentences gets them by. This is what I think of that.
To disseminate about this pernicious imbalance.
Why you gotta use big words like that?
Anyone can utilize gargantuan idioms to fabricate intelligence. But the problem with big words is they mean so little.
Now, I'll leave links for this entire report right down here, but here's the funny thing. Israeli Jews have no genetic connection to ancient Hebrews. This was in the Jerusalem Post in 2024. And, John Hopkins' genetic study shows that 97.5% of Judaics living in Israel have absolutely no ancient Hebrew DNA. Therefore, are not Semites and have no ancient blood ties to the land of Palestine at all. It turns out the Palestinians carry the ancient Hebrew DNA and thus are the real Semites. I've been saying that for years with no biblical basis, no way to back it up whatsoever at all, other than watching what happens and what is allowed to happen. The Ashkenazis are not the Israelis. They are not the apple of God's eye. These people are currently wiping out God's people on earth right now. I knew it, but I couldn't prove it, but now we can. Period. Share this, download this video before it gets taken down or the channel gets taken down, but it has to be said. This is insane, man. And it makes sense now because they're pushing like we've never seen before. They're not going to stop pushing until it works or it all breaks. One of the two. But they're pushing for the Great Reset, Agenda 2030. So now it makes sense why for 580 days, these guys have been allowed to absolutely wipe these people off the face of the earth. And nobody really does anything about it. Nobody talks about it. But, I mean, we have seen nothing but distraction after distraction after distraction. You can't really... Try being a video creator like myself, okay? Try doing that and keeping up with what's going on because you can't. Because every single solitary time you turn around, something new and world-shattering is occurring. You know what I'm saying? In the United States, we're getting hit with weather warfare like we have never seen before on Earth. It's unbelievable. It's completely and utterly controlled by AI. And the people that think that AI is simply a computer are people you shouldn't be listening to because AI is a tool built by man with the instructions of fallen angels that allows fallen angels to inhabit this said computer and interact with everybody personally. Do you know how many people that you know that are truthers that are still, they're telling you AI is no good, but they're still using it? It's unbelievable to me, man. It's absolutely unbelievable. And being somebody that has 8 YouTube channels and 5 other video platforms that I have to tend to, using AI would be phenomenal because it would do everything for me. I tell it what I want it to do and it would do it. But I cannot do that. It's almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been up since 6 and I'm finally getting to the point where this video is almost ready to upload because it takes that long. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This information needs to get out. People need to understand that there is a plan in action and it is not going to stop. This is indeed biblical. There's no two ways about it. You can hope it away. You can wait for someone to save us. But I don't recall Trump being in the Bible. But on that, I will digress. And now, here's this. And it's been a year since I did this, so I'm doing it again. I'm doing a GoFundMe, and for the 5 biggest donations, I will come to your house as long as you live in the continental United States. You know, you're not in Alaska or Hawaii. Hang out for the weekend or for as much time as you've got to spare and do what I do with everybody else. Help you build a greenhouse, sit down and talk, do a live stream, whatever. And for the 10 highest, the 10 people that come in closest, We'll do a Zoom call. We'll do a live stream. Things to that effect. You know what I'm saying? This worked out really well last year, and some of the people that I met are now what I would consider friends for life. I mean, several of them I talk to every single solitary week, and I hate the telephone, but yet I still do it. So if you can, do it. If you can't, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I gave away far too much since the lockdowns, and I left myself very short. So I can't afford to do what I was doing before. So I'm going to have to lean on you guys. If you can, do it. If you can't, it's all good. Links will be below. So yesterday I got an email from somebody saying, have you ever read the pamphlet Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars? And I responded saying, I've been talking about this for 15 years. Are you really asking? Are you kidding me? That's old news, but we talk about it every day because this is Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars right now. I mean, are you kidding me? Every single solitary day we are getting juiced by cell phone towers, Gwen towers, ELF towers, and then whatever's coming out of your computer monitors, whatever's coming out of your television, whatever's coming out of your radio, your iPhone, etc. It's nonstop and it's never ending. Not to mention the never-ending cascade of heavy metals raining out of the sky on us every day. We're eating genetically modified food. We're drinking poisoned water. We're getting sprinkled like we're a Thanksgiving turkey getting ready for the big meal. Do you see what I'm saying? Every single solitary day. So someone that's actually telling me they're writing papers on this stuff and making videos on this stuff and asking me that question, that hurts my heart. It makes me sad because someplace, somewhere, someone's listening to this guy that has completely lost the plot. Do you dig? Does that make sense? I mean, everything is out in the open now. They're no longer hiding it. These guys were telling us about how they wanted to own the weather by 2025. Well, now they've changed the title to Owning the Weather in 2025. These guys have been at this for years. So many of us have been screaming from the rooftops, no matter what the downside was. Our entire family and friend circles think we're absolute tinfoil hat wearing idiots. People don't want to hear this whatsoever at all. They want to hang their hats on people like Donald Trump. The guy is a billionaire actor. A billionaire actor. The first thing he does when he becomes president is he hands $500 billion of your money to a bunch of rich guys that already have 1% of the world's wealth. Do you see what I'm saying? How do the people not see this? But yet, I get it. Hope. Well, here's the deal. Hope that you're praying regularly enough. Hope that you're keeping the commandments like God instructed us to. Do you see what I'm saying? And hope that when the end comes, it will be short. But here's the deal. We have to endure to the end. Whatever that means. Hit your knees, ask God for guidance, and understand that everything we've ever been taught, everything that we know is a lie. For now, Ritchie from Boston, and I'm out.